So okay, so if you do not have the 25,000, what could you come up with? And then we could try to work out the remainder. What could you come up with?
I'm sorry, what credit
How,
score?
yeah, no, not credit score. How much capital, how much money do you think you can bring to the table?
Yeah, I don't know because I'm on outside. These things usually I discuss them with my wife together.
I know.
Uh, um,
Just give me a range. Give me a range for the sake of us being on the phone and trying to,
yeah,
get the loan to push through.
if I can see if I can try to work to see if I can put 10,000.
Okay, so about 10. So you
So
think
as a matter of fact, number two. Anyway, I don't know where we're going because I don't know when they talk about the loan, how much the loan gonna be, the percentage, how much is gonna be,
we we're
because we
gonna
can
go
say
into
everything, but we're not able to make it. Yeah, okay,
we're gonna definitely go into all of that. I'm just asking you questions down the
okay,
line.
okay,
What is your
okay.
credit score?
Now it's about one, 719,
Okay, 719.
719.
Okay, okay, 719. And do you have any credit cards?
Yes.
Okay, and do you have any credit card that could bring? I mean that could bring the remainder 15,000.
I don't know. I got a cut. It's up to 200,000 on it. Is it spot? Is spot cut? So
You said it's
this I
what?
use is a spot. I got a spot cut that it's unlimited.
It's unlimited. Okay, okay. Cause see the good thing about this here is,
That
however,
like you said, sorry about that, but it's my business. It's my business card. So
it should
I
be.
think that will be the good thing because if we take that then on the LLC, it's my business
It
card.
would definitely be a good thing because it's also gonna boost up your business credit. But my reason for
Okay.
asking that is you don't have to bring the 5,000 is just for closing. The 20,000
Okay.
can come from that's just for buying the material, getting the payment. So you can pay that anyway. You can pay that with a credit card. Shoot, you can use a Home Depot credit card and more than likely be able to utilize that. Unless they change the policies or something like that. But the 20,000, long as we can show that 20,000 worth of work is being done and is completed, then we should be fine with that. So if you use matter of fact, you don't have to even use the 10,000 cash. You should be able to use 25,000 in credit completely, so you don't have to touch your cash money. Um, okay, so what interest rate are you looking for? Can you hear
What
me?
I'm looking for? What?
Yes, what interest
Yeah, I
rate do
hear.
you want? No, give me a minimum.
Definitely, I don't know.
Give me a maximum, because that's what's gonna be the main thing. What is the maximum interest
Uh,
rate that you would accept?
yeah, because when I try to build a house, and they got some place they call this up to 3.5% and stuff like that. But I don't know when we're doing business, that's how it works.
So let me ask you
Because
this.
usually when I talk about the people who always call me and then to try to get on the building, they always try to borrow me loan and then say, okay, 3.12, put down 3.5%, and then that's, I don't know, they get charged, I don't know about that. Because that's the only thing that I know about this. Usually when I spoke about my house.
Right, right.
But
Well, the
when we come get to business, how we should be we sell and we sell. I don't know how much are the loan is work on them.
Well, the interest rate, I'm letting you know the interest rate that I have you for right now is gonna rank. It's at the lowest we've been able to get for new bills. mostly, which is still a extremely, how can I say, risky business because, things cannot go right. The economy can slow down, all type of stuff. Just being honest with you. But it's a good business when it goes good. So right now we can get you between 10.5 and 12.5% interest rate. That's where you would be at, interest rate wise.
5 and 12.5.
Yeah, 10.5 to 12.5 is roughly where we have you at, and it's primarily driven by your credit score. So what interest rate you on? So I'm gonna just tell you that I'm gonna just put that down here to 12.5. I'm gonna let you know it's driven by your credit score and experience. The good thing about it is I have this loan structured where you would be able to use, because most new build loans, they want you to have, so borrower must have at least five how can I say, project experiences. Okay, so you can use 4 fix and flips and 1 new build, or 5 new builds. But the good thing about it is we're experienced at this, so we're able to structure it where Rio, the general contractor, can basically joint venture with you on the project, and you can use his experience. So, because he's already going to be doing the work anyway. So, long as you don't mind using his experience, I'm sure you can get the funding. They're waiting on us basically to submit everything over. And while I'm thinking about it, what is your email address?
Richard.choking@yahoo.com.
I tell you what, if you don't mind, Richard, if you could just text it to me, that'd be better so we don't get it misunderstood. Okay. And so we talked about interest. We talked about, now you do know that outside of interest, just to be, up front, there you do have origination points. That'll go along with that. That can adjust according to the loan. So we'll be able to see that on the HUD statement before the loan closes. Another thing I want to ask you is, how much do you think the property will be worth once it is completely built?
How much I do think that the property will be worth?
Yes, sir. Once it's complete.
But now they 245. This 248. They want they build now. They got 2 buildings there. They sold on 248.
Okay, 248.
248, yeah.
You think we can I think we need to come up with a plan to make the property. Last time I spoke with the GC, he said it is properties in that area selling for $275.
Really? Maybe because he's in the system.
Right.
When I bought the property, it was last year, and the lady the agent I have, she checking everything. She said that they're gonna build 3 buildings over there. That each gonna cost the rate of the 248 per house, 248,000 per house. But now that could be the way he said too, because I didn't know.
Right. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to try to, so when the house is built, I need you to keep this in mind. we need to try to build it to the standard of houses that um is around the 275, 290 range, preferably 290 range. In the reasons being is because most lenders that you communicate with, they like to do 70% LTV. So that's
Oh, really?
70%. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let me put it down because thank you for teaching me that because I was asking how much the agent gonna charge. Is it 7%? You said?
No. I was saying no, 70% LTV. So the lender likes to pay to lend 70% LTV. What that means is if I take 290,000, then I multiply it by 70, the lender would like to give you 203,000 in order to build that $290,000 home. You see?
Okay.
And out of that 203,000, actually the lender is going to want you to bring 20,000. He's going to want you to finish the first phase at 20,000. So they're going to give you 183,000. They want you to use 20,000 of your own money. And then they start releasing the 180,000 in increments. But they want to make sure you have some type of skin in the game, which we can understand, because the less a person has invested in a project, the more likely they can back out of it and not really care as much. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think long as we can come up with the 5,000 for the closing and the 20,000 for the initial first stage, then I don't see you having a problem with getting the funding. What we're gonna do is after this call today, I'm gonna send this over to our legal processing department, and then they're gonna send you over a broker fee agreement to your email. And the lender is waiting on us right now so we can have this uploaded as soon as Monday. But during the meantime, this week, I'm going to have to give you a phone call back so we can proceed with transferring the property out of your name. And the good thing about it is we have a good connection. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're going to transfer on the LLC.
On the LLC. Right. Of course. Okay. Would you still own the LLC? Now let me ask you this: is you and your wife on the LLC, or is it only you?
Only me and the LLC.
Okay, good. Because everybody on the LLC is gonna have to do a credit check. It's gonna have to do a credit check. So it's best to just have only the people that's doing this project. Now we're gonna also do an operation agreement, which states because they're going to ask for that, and I already have those documents for you. Just an operation agreement, just showing how things work out. And temporarily, Rio is the general contractor, is going to have to be on board of the LLC only for the purpose of this transaction, for nothing else. So he don't have no access, nothing, but we have to use his experience. And on the operation agreement, we can make sure that we put in there that that is basically only for the purpose of this transaction, nothing else. But we have to use his experience of doing new builds. But that's really it, Mr.
You're talking about the fund?
Yeah, for the funding, the lender likes to see that the person they're giving the money to, or the company they're giving their money to, or the entity, shall we say, preferably, that they're giving their money to, is a entity that has experience with building new builds. So long as you're okay with utilizing the general contractor's experience, I'm about 98% sure that we can get you the funding. So it's two things that's primarily, it's really three things that is primarily the main thing that we have here. It's number one, we have to transfer the property to an LLC. Number two, we have to add the general contractor so we can utilize their leverage. And number three, we have to make sure we at least have the 25,000 so we can pay for the closing costs in the first phase.